Hi everyone, and Dragon with you. So today I would like to show you a try to get level 20,000 of dungeon. You see that if I get it, then I still need some more levels to get 14s. That's why I show that now. So I'm top 15 of dungeon on my server. Meanwhile, if you check Titan power, I'm 98. So even if you divide this number into 3, then still I have a nice position at the dungeon. So let me show you actually the strategy, how I progress. That will be the mid-game strategy of the dungeon. My previous video was about the early game strategy. And then I'll just share my experience with you so that you could improve something too. So first of all, what should you do with the titans if you would like to be effective not only in dungeon but even at guild wars? Probably you need to improve your titans. So here we have merchant who allows to trade resources. So usually I don't trade into sparks of power because we get them anyway when you improve your titan artifacts with gold, when you improve your titan levels with titan potions. So you kind of automatically get sparks of power, and at early or mid game I wouldn't recommend this. Then we have two options, Titan Potions and Gold. So Titan Potions allow you to improve the level of your Titan, which boosts the stats, which makes artifacts work nicely and not to have problems with levels. If you improve Gold, then obviously you can improve your artifacts faster, I mean. And both ways improve your Titan. So at first I used trading souls into Titan Potions. When you get the absolute star, all the other souls are transferred into this resource, Titan soul coins, and I preferred to use Titan potions. A long time. After I got 130th level, or I guess 120th, yes, sorry, 120th level here, I stopped this process. So I needed 8 titans of 120th level, and then I started improving my artifacts, so I started converting into gold. What's the idea? So the idea is to improve your main element team and to improve your tanks, first of all. So I mean levels, actually. Then when you go to the mid-game stage where your tanks are good enough, you can switch to super titans, because super titans need like some luck to get their souls right. So first of all, you can improve titans, which are tanks. Then you go straight to the super titans, and anyway you finish at something like this. So you see that now I'm working on my stats artifacts, but the problem with triple tank approach is that actually this last artifact is the same. So actually Sigurd, Moloch, Angus and Hyperion, they all have this artifact, right? It means you can't make absolute star too fast for everybody. That's why you need to choose which character will benefit. And I would recommend to improve Sigurd mostly because that's your tank. If he survives, you can heal your other titans. That's very nice thing for the dungeon. Then I second titan who got the absolute star was Nova because she's my damage dealer and she is very effective against super titans. I know that people like super titans and she's effective against them. Then we have Myri. Myri got the absolute star kind of recently, and he is just a wall right in front of super titans, I would say. So my first approach was to buff 3 tanks. You see that they have nice artifacts, they have nice damage artifacts. Also, I stopped doing something with their last artifact at 4 stars because I need to fight with Earth on Moloch, and at 2 stars because I can use Eden instead on Angus. So that's my first part of strategy. Second part of strategy, which I play now, is to boost Araji and Eden. So these super titans are very important because they have 2 effects, and if you have them with absolute star already, then you can slowly switch into that. So if your Moloch and Angus are okay at the dungeon, just start super titans. So you usually play 4 titans plus a super titan if you see an enemy tank there. If you don't see an enemy tank, then you play like double tank you can play, or whatever you like. So that's the general strategy I wanted to show you about the dungeon. And let me show you how I fight with the Earth Titans. So here we have Lucy. Lucy at the 7th, that's the last one, stage of Tournament of Elements, and she plays a nice Earth team with healing. So let me show you the battle log. I made 3 tries. The first try was here, and you see that I played Water plus Araji. That was okay, but in the end the points were not super nice. The second option which I used is double fire, so we play against Earth. Earth's damage is not effective against fire, so fire defenses work here nicely, and I got more points as a result. So what is this third option I wanted to show you right now? I wanted to show that you can actually play like this. So that's my first stack which I used against Earth teams. It was nice, and also I used to get the bridges, also I used to remove some Earth teams at dungeon. So that's probably the first team you have to get to fight with Earth, in case you need to do that. And actually tanks are easy to collect, that's why not much difference. A nice start for me, so he tried to dig the Titan which is already in immunity, that's perfect. Okay, now I'd like to stop the opponent from hitting me, right? So let's do this. Unfortunately, the enemy tank does not allow me to go deeper. But still, check this out. So a lot of damage is going good here. This damage is not effective because that's like fire versus earth. I wouldn't like him to suicide into the wall, so I removed autos and pressed it again so that I could stun 2 frontline tanks. Yes, not tanks but titans. And then we go through the frontline defenses. So still my totem works, that's perfect. Not really happy about what happened here. Can we stun this please? Actually we can't, that's sad. Okay. And we have 1 Earth Titan versus 2 our Titans. And here we go, that's victory. So you see that actually this attempt with 1 fire tank, which absorbs a huge amount of damage, is very effective. If we check the stats, you see that my Titans are weaker, my totem is equal, so actually I won because of Moloch, and Moloch is the second tank you need to improve to be useful at dungeon and to be useful in general against Earth teams. That's an important point I would like to share with you. So that was general ideas. Now let's go to the dungeon. I'll make a straight transfer and show you some teams which play there. So here we are. You see that that's exactly the same level as was in the table. So this part of the video is same day, just right after getting reward for Valkyrie's favor. I mean 150 titanite. Let's just really quick clear this dungeon. I'll show you the teams, how they work. So first of all, if you are lucky enough to get a water fight before a general titan fight, sometimes you get a general titan fight where you are at 0 energy. That's a really bad situation. I offer to play Earth like water teams plus Araji to boost the speed of immunity for your Sigurd. And that's exactly what you do if you happen to face a general titan fight before being prepared. Obviously, if you manage to get an elemental fight, then try to play the titan which is charged. Your just main idea is to try to survive. So try to survive, then try to charge and heal. That's basically the 3 ideas of what I'm doing here. And if your opponent has buff into power or buff into attack, then try to debuff him, try to stun him, don't let him use completely what he has. And now you see that I don't ult with Hyperion, because I don't need to finish fast, instead I need to heal and recharge. So that's the key idea, don't hurry to win, you don't need to hurry, you need to charge and heal, if you can afford that. That's why you can survive longer, that's why you can kick everything on your road. Heroes are not a big deal. It looks like everything's fine, but if you want to be super effective, then why not save the charge, right? So let me do exactly the same thing, but this time I will not out at the last part of the fight. As a result, we will have a charged tank of fire. As a result, I will be betterly prepared for the next fight. That's the idea. So even everything looks fine, that means you need to test if you can improve something, if you can do something better. For example, now I need to stun them, obviously, right? Yeah, so somebody told me you need to press the special buttons. You see, I can press like 2 to activate Myri. I can press another button to activate another Titan, but actually I'm okay with my mouse. Yeah, I remember that some people told me you can just press buttons. By the way, I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, another mistake, sorry. I'm not sure how to use my totem with hotkeys, but okay, let me better do it with mouse because I'm used to mouse and I can do it very well. So that's the first 10 levels which I would like to show you. So the idea for the other parts will be the same. The only thing I would like to show is probably you can tank with Nova. So if your frontline tank is damaged and your other characters are charged, then you need to try at least. Maybe that does not work, maybe that works and you can heal at the water fight your water team. So it depends on situation, your current health, your current energy, and other factors. So just check some options and see what works, what doesn't work, etc. So now my aim of this fight is to heal. I'm not hurrying to finish this fight. Still, I need to remove this Titan as soon as possible so that I could remove Araji, because Araji is a huge damage dealer. And then we just have some fun with what's still here. Yeah, so Blessing of the Deep helps me to heal, and here we go. Almost full health, full charge, and I'm pretty ready for the next fight. So that's what I wanted to show you about casual dungeon things. In the next part of this video, we'll go on fighting at the dungeon, so just more examples, just more fights, and I'll show you what happens at level 200,000 if we manage to get there. Here we go again. So I don't need to heal him, that's why let me show you how to fight with Araji. So first of all, if you play Araji, he does not receive the extra damage from the front line. As a result, it's much easier to heal your team with Araji. And another super important thing about him is the boost. So we have a boost which allows me to use immunity much faster. That's why I showed you the second part switch into super titans. That works actually. My mistake is not activating Nova in time, but I can do that right when the opponent gets improvement. So that was actually not a big mistake. I just needed to wait. And that's exactly what I wanted to happen. So now we have a nice situation. Our tank is being improved. We have extra boost into speed. The opponent is with reduced damage. And with Araji, my team works much faster. So that's why I almost use Araji as soon as possible, unless I need to heal someone. As my fifth also, let me show you a funny fight of Earth. So we go on. I can just throw the opponent's team away with my 2 abilities. What about the stone? If I throw the stone, the opponent will die right now, and I don't want this to happen because I want my tank to recharge. Yeah, that's a paradox, I know, but I really want him to recharge. That's why I didn't throw the stone with Eden. So now we have another situation. We can just stun the opponent first. Then what's going on is I just need my damage to be into immunity, right? Yeah. If he tries to ult and you want to try to remove him, then you can use the ult. Okay. Looks like I've overcommitted, right? Yeah, but that's okay. My tank is ready for the fight. And the last thing, Earth or Fire. So I would like to pick Fire probably, but I'm not sure. That's why let's pick Earth, and I'll show you what happens if I use that. So option 2 of playing Earth team. First of all, let the opponent collect into a small group. then you can ult with your frontline tank and check what happens. So we deal a huge amount of damage and the frontline tank should finish. That's wow, I did it. And we are at level 20,000. So 20,000 level is here. I receive extra 20 spheres. Let's complete this quest. And congratulations! Here we go. So let me real quick open them right now. Here we go. Another pack. Okay, nice, double. And let me trade everything into gold, because I really need gold. So I got 5 million gold. Immediately I go to Titans, this time Hyperion, I guess, artifacts, and improve my 2 artifact levels. That's how I do it. Okay, so hope this video will help you to be effective at the dungeon too. And good luck to you, see you in the next videos. Okay, so dungeon goes on, and I faced a team where I can try to heal my character. So instead of my casual party with Araji, I'll try to pick Angus, and you see that Angus is charged, but he has low health, so it's time to heal Angus unless I want to just die at this dungeon. So it's time to use the ultimates. Then when I don't have immunity, I'll just use auto fight, and let's see what happens now. When we have immunity back, I switch off the auto fight so that the immunity works till the end. When it's almost out, I use the ultimate to stop. Here I just did a perfect timing, stopping the enemy from getting the boost of attack. Now anyway, this boost will not be applied for some more time. And what I really appreciate is that we have immunity again. Yes, so that's the crisis management. And here we go. So this situation looks like bad because we are going to lose Sigurd. But that's not the end, you know. So we can use immunity later. We can just use the stun later so that it works not into immunity. So we wait till she hits with casual hit and do the stun right after immunity. And now I need to finish him. Yes, so I finished him, got extra energy. As a result, I managed to get another immunity round. And what I really appreciate is that we managed to remove the one shock ability. So now I need not just to survive, but to heal. And that's why I'll try not to harm my opponent too hard. Instead, just to drag some more time to let my totem heal me back. And that's the crisis management I wanted to show you at the depths 200. You're ready to fight. You pick a healing mode, you try to heal your tanks, then you try to recharge and go on fighting. That's how I play. Okay, so probably that's all what I wanted to show you. Remember the key parts. First of all, you need to charge. Then you can use your water team to heal and recharge your other elements if necessary. Then you can try to play Nova as a tank if your Sigurd is heavily damaged and you plan to play, you have her and Maya recharged. And the last thing is just try some combinations and test which one works best for you. So that's my advice for the dungeon. Thanks for watching. See you in my next videos. Good luck to you.